Hi and welcome to Drumming. In a previous video I shared with you an exercise that involved playing quintuplets along with the other main subdivisions of the quarter note, eighths, triplets and sixteenths. Please refer to that video if you have a hard time understanding the following. So how to incorporate the quintuplets on the drum set? Let's assume we have a basic drum set: snare drum, kick drum, hi-hat, a tom and a floor tom, and a ride and crash cymbals. Having that many variables makes for many variations and combinations, but we'll focus on a few which I think are the basic ones. In the beginning, it is a good idea to work on being able to hold the quarter note with either foot against the line in the snare. The only way to do this correctly would be to use a metronome. 60 BPM might be fast at first, so I suggest you start at 50 BPM or even 40 BPM. Assuming you've practiced this for a while and you're comfortable with it at a basic tempo of 60 BPM, let's incorporate the toms. As a general rule, we'll keep the sticking intact. That gives us two options. The first one is playing the exercise in such a way that the quarter note always ends up on a tom with the respective hand. All the other hits stay on the snare, and we get this. The second one is playing the exercise in such a way that the quarter note always ends up on the snare and all the other hits are on the toms, so we get this. Next up, let's try to split up all the hits between the snare and the kick drum, so we get this. If we again try to keep the general rule of single stroke roll, it would mean that every next hit is on the next limb. A good way to approach this is to write the exercise out so you make sure that the quarter note is falling on the correct element, the snare or the kick. And also to keep the metronome going so you keep your subdivisions honest. After a while, you will get used to its melody and it will be easier to sustain it. Next up, we're going to add either the left foot or the right hand playing the quarter note against the snare kick pattern. After you've done this with either one, try playing with both the left foot and the right hand. Obviously, the difficult part will be splitting the quintuplet hits between the snare and the kick, or between the snare and the toms from the earlier example. So let's just play the quintuplet parts for a while. Since 5 is an odd number, we will have to change the leading hand for every next quintuplet. In the case with the snare and the kick drum, one time it will be the hand that starts the quintuplet, and the next time it will be the kick. This might take some time to get used to, so keep at it. Next up, let's try to incorporate the cymbals as a crash function. Now we're going to split the hits in such a way that we have a crash and kick on every quarter note, and all the rest of the hits remain on the snare. This will mean we will have to crash with the left hand as well, which gets overlooked by a lot of drummers. So playing the exercise in this way will force you to learn how to do that in case you haven't gotten to working it out. If we invert the last version and play the quarter note on the snare, but all the rest of the hits on the cymbals, we get some substantial workout with the right foot. This one will work best if you start very slow and keep counting the hits before you actually play along with the metronome. Please like, comment and subscribe, that way I'll know you want to see more free videos like this. Thank you for watching Drum Ape.